Radio Raheem here with Danny Garcia, pushing the Mexican food out of the way. It's the first fight for me of 2018. This will be my first interview, so.
Me too.
Yeah, right? Thank you for doing that. I guess the last time we spoke was Thurman Garcia. And after that fight, I talked to Thurman. I think you and I spoke, and it was interesting because obviously he won the fight, but people were not incredibly impressed with his performance in the fight, going all the 12 rounds. So if you allow me to just revisit that fight a bit, at the end of it, how did you feel about your performance ultimately, and was there things that you could take from that fight that make you a better fighter in this division?
I thought it was a good fight. I thought I did enough to pull it off. I thought I closed the show. Those last 3-4 rounds, I closed the show strong pressure, like a true champion. Like I said before, it was just another fight. I thought I did enough to win it. I was good the week after. His arm was broke, so it is what it is at the end of the day. I'm still Danny Garcia. I'm still me.
When a fighter has an experience like you just described, often it weighs on them. Like, I want a rematch. I want another crack at that guy. I think I should have got the decision in the first place. Are these things that you're struggling with, that you're dealing with? Is that important to you to face Thurman one more time?
Definitely. Like I said before, I'm a true champion. Okay, you got me once. If you beat me twice, then I can say you better. But I know I'm the better fighter. And if the second time around, if it does come around, I'm going to take full advantage and show the world why I'm the best fighter.
You're going to have to climb back into a position to kind of force that fight, obviously. It's already been, almost a year since that fight happened. Why is Brandon Rios the first rung on that ladder to get to where you need to be to attain the top of the division again?
At the end of the day, the way my career has been ran is you put him in front of me, I fight him. I never pick none of my fights. At the end of the day, I'm a fighter. I put who they put in front of me. They put him in front of me. I got handle my business and move on to the next.
You say you never pick none of your fights. You're fully aware of the kind of criticism that's online of fans, calling you a cherry picker, and they're putting this fight in that category. Explain to me or them why that's an incorrect assessment.
I mean, if you look at the game, who else has fought Amir Khan, Lucas Matisse, Lamont Peterson, Keith Thurman, and list goes on, and my age? None. And that tells you everything right there. Who's fought the same amount of fighters as I fought? Who had the resume as me? I mean, Errol Spence, they say he's a killer, but he's fighting somebody I already beat. And then once he beats him, if he does beat him, they're going to consider him a killer. But when I beat him, Danny Garcia wasn't a killer.
Is the Spence fight, assuming that you're successful, Spence is successful, something that you feel like you can make happen? That might be a kind of a fast track to where you want to be.
I think that's a great fight for me. He likes to fight. I like to fight. Like I said before, I fight anybody. If his name comes across, and then when Danny Garcia and Spence to fight, then we fight.
How do you see that matchup?
I think it's a great fight. I like the fight for me. He's a young, hungry kid. He's going to stand in front of you. He's going to try to, in his head, he thinks he can knock everybody out right now. I know what it feels like to be that young, hungry kid. He got a lot of passion. He's hungry. But he'll reach a level in the sport where you figure out you can't, it don't work that way.
We got to turn our attention for a bit to Brandon Rios. Obviously, he's a fighter that's had his success. He's been in the game a long time. People are questioning whether or not he's past it, whether or not he still can bring it. What kind of threat do you think Brandon Rios brings?
At the end of the day, you got to prepare. You got to prepare. The fight is as hard as I train. If I don't train hard, the fight will be hard. If I train hard, the fight will be easy. But like I said, I don't know not how to train hard. That's what I do. I train hard. So there's a fight that I got to take serious and I got to take full advantage of to get back on the right track in 2018.
We know Brandon can take a shot. We know Brandon can be heavy-handed. But at this stage in his career and where you are, would you concede that this is maybe a tune-up fight, something to get your timing back, get your rhythm back, and then take on more serious challenges?
No, I can't look at it like that. I gotta prepare myself mentally, physically. I can't. I've been down that road before. It was like, oh, it's a tune-up fight, and then it's a hard fight. So you gotta be prepared. Mentally and physically, is a big fight. Every fight's a big fight because I know he wants it bad. He wants it bad. So I gotta prepare myself.
You know, Danny. Lastly, if you were able, being that this is the beginning of 2018, you're climbing back in the ring. Talk to me about 2018. Best case scenario for Danny Garcia. How would you see this year going for you?
I look forward to fighting twice this year. 2 solid victories. Like I said, get this victory. Hopefully I get the rematch. You know, I had the biggest numbers, 5.1 million views, 16,500 people. Did something right. So it has to make sense to happen again. The second one will be bigger. But if not, it is what it is. Whoever they put in front of me, that's who I fight.
There's some debate raging about who's really at the top of 147. Is Thurman the guy? Is Spence the guy? Even though Crawford hasn't fought there yet, some people are already considering him the guy. Who's the man, taking yourself out of the equation? Who's the man at 147 pounds?
You know, a lot of the guys are on the same level, to be honest with you. I definitely feel like I'm one of the best in the division. I just got to prove myself. And it's a tough division. It's a good division. A lot of young talent, a lot of young hungry fighters. And once I get my belts back, then I'm going to tell you Danny Garcia is the best.
Who would be your pick if you could pick one guy to face after this win, assuming it's a win?
I can't pick. I can't say nobody's better than me.
Right, but what's more important to you, the rematch with Thurman, who still has belts, or Spence, who a lot of people still are regarding as the guy at 47?
I mean, Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford have to fight. Same way me and Thurman fought. Same way Triple G and Canelo fought. Same way Rigondeaux and Lomachenko fought. They have to fight. You agree?
I want to see everybody fight. I want to see all those fights. I want to give you and the rematch.
They have to fight. Same way everybody else fought. They have to fight.
You feel like they have to fight to prove that they're at the top.
And if they said, I mean, not at the top, but best fight the best. And that's the fight that people want to see, right? Same way me and Thurman fought, same way me and Canelo fought, same way Lomachenko, Triple G fought, Canelo. They had to fight.
And you're looking for the guy that comes out of the winner of that bottleneck.
Whoever. Right now I'm focused on Brandon Rios.
Radio Raheem with Danny Garcia, focus on Brandon Rios, looking to climb back to the top of the 147 division.
That's coming soon.
That's coming. Radio Raheem with Danny.
These tacos.
That's right. Yeah, there you go. Radio Raheem with Danny Garcia.